A Houston teen fears her undocumented father and brother could soon be deported. That's after a traffic stop in Goliad County.
Yeah, the girl says a deputy pulled over her father and uncle for having, quote, suspicious tires and tinted windows. Tracy Bragg with the story tonight.
Crystal Lopez.
What should have been a joyous and memorable moment for Crystal Lopez and her family was the exact opposite last week.
I don't really talk about it because I know I'm gonna cry.
That's because Crystal's father and uncle weren't there to celebrate her high school graduation.
I broke down, actually. I just thought that I wasn't gonna see my dad again.
On May 29th, Crystal's father, Felipe de Jesus Lopez Lopez, and her uncle, Aristeo Lopez Lopez, were driving back to Houston from Beeville, where they were hired as electricians for the construction of a new school. Crystal says the pair were with her brother when they stopped at a gas station in Goliad County. But moments after pulling back onto the road,
then the cop just stopped in front of the truck and waved them down to pull over. And from what I know, the cop was only stopping them for the tent and the suspicious tires.
Suspicious tires, what does that even mean? Have you ever heard that term before? I've never heard the term suspicious tires from a police officer before. Have you ever heard that?
No, I have not heard that at all.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
to be clear, Crystal's father and uncle are undocumented, but she says they've lived and worked in Houston for more than 25 years, doing their part and living upstanding lives. She says they were never cited for the tires or windows they were pulled over for.
Why'd you do it? Why them? There's multiple other people that are doing much more legal stuff. They were just driving home.
The detention has raised concerns in Houston's immigrant community as immigration enforcement ramps up across the country, with more and more arrests, starting with simple interactions between local police and undocumented immigrants. And it comes as the fight over the Trump administration's deportation program sparks protest nationwide.
What would that mean for you, for your dad to not be here for you and your family?
It would basically mean that's the end of our family right there, because he is the backbone of our family. And without him, I don't see a good future.
In Houston, I'm Tracy Bragg, KHOU 11 News.
Crystal tells us her father and uncle are trying to secure bond as they await their next immigration hearings. The Goliad County Sheriff says deputies made no mention of suspicious tires in their report, only saying the truck's window tint was over the legal limit. He adds it is standard policy to contact Border Patrol anytime deputies suspect someone is in the country illegally, no matter the reason for the stop.